This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Friday, the 18th day of June in the year 2021. I'm Gordon Mosley. Here's what we're tracking tonight. In wake of concerns expressed by the opposition leader about the government's purchase of the Sputnik COVID-19 vaccine, the senior advisor to the Ministry of Health, Dr. Leslie Ramzami, revealed today that a total of 61,000 persons have been fully vaccinated with the Sputnik vaccine. That simply means that the total number of people receiving both doses stands at 61,000. But there has been no availability of Sputnik second dose vaccines for the past 3 weeks, which means there are now thousands of people awaiting their second dose, more than 100,000. While the Ministry of Health had initially indicated that it has purchased a total of 400,000 doses of the Sputnik vaccine and has so far received 305,000 doses, it appears as though more first doses might have been purchased than second doses, or more first doses were delivered than expected. For the Sputnik vaccine, the first dose is different from the second dose, which means the number of second doses must always match the number of first doses administered. The health minister on Thursday promised that he would have provided detailed information on the number of vaccines bought and used so far, but there has been no new information from his office today. The opposition APNU-AFC continues to call on the government to come clean on the vaccine purchases. The opposition leader has called for a suspension of the administration of the Sputnik vaccine until all of the information being sought is clarified. The opposition leader Joe Harman made it clear that he is encouraging persons to get vaccinated, but he believes the other two vaccines, Sinopharm and AstraZeneca, should be used until the information is cleared up about a Sputnik and its purchase through a middleman.
Where is the information, Frank Anthony? Where is the information? Rather than calling us reckless and all of that, who is reckless now? It's over 24 hours. Has passed, and still you cannot provide this information. Rather than that, there's some innocuous publication signed by Marlon Cole calling it a public advisory about the way how vaccines are treated when they come to Guyana. That is not what we asked you about. That is not what we asked you about. So who is reckless? Who is reckless? Who is playing with the lives of the Guyanese people? Certainly I am not.
The government has defended its decision to pay almost double the price for the Sputnik vaccine through a Dubai sheikh. President Irfan Ali has said that there was not much of a choice since the government needed to get the vaccines.
Let me speak about the cost. I've said from day one, you know this. We have tried every single avenue to get the vaccine. Here is where the vaccine was available. At the cost of at the cost, what are we supposed to do? Can we delay the interest of the health of the population? Can we delay the risk of losing more lives? No. In the government estimation, we cannot do this. That is why we went ahead with this investment, and from day one, we made it very clear. And this is not a transaction with an individual. This is a transaction with the private office of the Sheikh Maktoum.
This evening, the government is unclear as to when it will be able to get second doses of the Sputnik vaccine delivered, although those second doses have already been paid for. More news coming up in a moment.
What's our purpose? Together we rise. For our community, our customer, and our country. Our promises: strengthen our community, reliably connect our customers, innovate for all in our country. Together we rise.
This is John.
Hey babes, what's for dinner?
I didn't cook today, honey. There's bread in the fridge.
Okay babes. Alright guys, alright. So hey, look at your come let me get you cleaned up, come. Baby girl, clean up these things. Oh, what is your
John is unbuttered because he has running water. Pay your water bill on time and be unbuttered like John.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Mom, what are you doing with GPL on your list?
Child, you forgot I have to pay GPL?
You got time with GPL?
I have to keep these lights on. The customers who think in that manner and refuse to honor their obligation to GPL are obviously not playing their part in ensuring quality service delivery. So, I will continue to pay my GPL bill on time, every time.
I recognize the value of your point, Mom. You were right.
GWI introduces CAP, their customer assistance promotion that offers massive discounts. For a limited time, get 50% off all reconnection fees and another 50% off your entire bill. If your service was removed or you've reconnected on your own, GWI is offering yet another 50% discount off all tampering and replacement fees. Wallet-friendly payment plans are also available. So tap into GWI's customer assistance promotion by visiting any GWI office and avoid them taking legal action. CAP only applies to customers whose services were disconnected or removed prior to 2021. For more information, call 227-8701 or WhatsApp 620-1667. Water is life. Save it.
Mobil 1 is more than oil. It's many oils. It transforms at the molecular level. When cold, it's thicker than honey. When hot, it's thinner than water. Mobil 1 adapts and readapts to last longer. 16,000 kilometers between oil changes. That's your engine evolved.
Guyana is the authorized distributor of Mobil lubricants.
Let GBTI make your dreams of owning a home a reality. Buy or build your home with us. Let us help you to completely outfit your home and make it move-in ready. Need to purchase land? We finance that too. Benefit from our 10% down payment and interest rates as low as 4.25%. Calculated on the reducing balance with up to 30 years to repay. Switch your mortgage to us and learn about benefiting from the equity in your home. Invest wisely. Apply online or call your branch to schedule an appointment. GBTI, we see Guyana through your eyes.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right. Walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Let's tell you now that a ruling in the case which challenges the exclusion of several senior ranks from the 2020 police promotion list has been further delayed. The Chief Justice was expected to make a ruling on the case today, but following additional submissions by the applicants, she has now decided to push back her ruling to the 28th of June. In court today, the Chief Justice repeatedly quizzed attorney Pratesh Satram about some of his submissions on behalf of Senior Superintendent Calvin Brutus. The attorney told the Chief Justice that the allegations against Mr. Brutus that are before the Police Service Commission are frivolous and she should give an order to that effect. It was Mr. Brutus who filed the court proceedings. The Chief Justice sought to clarify what and who determines frivolity in the case. She said the applicant knows the policy as it relates to promotion, and while he may not like the policy, it is the policy that may guide the Police Service Commission in doing its work. In her discussion with the attorney, the Chief Justice also pointed out that the Police Service Commission is an independent body and must be allowed to do its work independently. She sought several clarifications from the attorney, who alleged that his client was being victimized. The Chief Justice asked the attorney to explain why Mr. Brutus had signed letters to a number of senior officers, informing them that they were under investigation, when it was the same officers that he had complained about being promoted over him. She suggested that Mr. Brutus's action was unethical, pointing out that a letter which he signed as the person in charge of the force's administration was done after he approached the court to challenge his promotion. The promotion of Mr. Brutus and other senior ranks has been receiving much attention recently, after the chair of the Police Service Commission, Paul Slow, alleged that the President Irfan Ali called him directly and sought to persuade him to promote Mr. Brutus and another senior officer. The president has since denied the allegations. On Wednesday, he suspended the entire Police Service Commission, including the chairman, Paul Slow. Let's tell you now that President Irfan Ali has defended his decision to suspend all of the members of the Police Service Commission, with plans to set up a tribunal to look into their eventual removal. In an interview with News Source, President Ali said that he has followed the law in the way he has dealt with the Police Service Commission members.
I am following the constitutional process that is outlined in dealing with these matters. That is all I'm doing. I have no intention of breaching the constitutional process. There is a constitutional process in which to deal with all these allegations that were made against members of the commission, and that is what has been triggered. Nothing more than that.
The move by the president to suspend all of the Police Service Commission members and set up a tribunal came on the advice of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had requested the members of the Commission to show cause why they should not be removed because of the Commission's decision to join a court case filed by an opposition member of Parliament. The court case has also been joined by other service commissions, since it seeks to challenge the government's decision to have more control of the spending by the service commissions, which they believe could impact their independence. The Police Service Commission members have said that the commission was forced to join the court case after the government refused to provide funding for it to defend itself in another court case. The president has been accused of attempting to influence the work of the Police Service Commission. He has denied those allegations. The suspended chairman of the Police Service Commission, Paul Slow, has said that he is not surprised by the government's move to suspend the members of the commission. The life of the current commission expires in August. A Linden family already mourning the death of their grandmother has now found themselves mourning another death in the family. Moments after 56-year-old June Ford arrived in the country last evening to begin preparations for her mother's burial, she died instantly after being involved in an accident along the Linden-Susdike Highway. Ford was picked up at the airport by her son Michael Ford, and as he was driving her to Linden, he reportedly lost control of the car and ended up in the path of a truck that was traveling in the opposite direction. A police report said the car being driven by Michael Ford collided with the front left side of the truck and flipped over. The mother and son were pulled from the wreckage. The mother was in an unconscious state while the son was conscious. The two were rushed to the Diamond Hospital, where the mother was pronounced dead on arrival. The son has since been transferred to the Georgetown Hospital in a serious condition. The driver of the truck has been taken into custody for questioning. The Ford family in Linden has now found itself planning 2 funerals. Well, the government of Trinidad and Tobago has not taken kindly to statements made by the Guyana government advisor on health, Dr. Leslie Ramsamy, and the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce, attacking the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley. On Thursday, advisor to the Ministry of Health, Dr. Leslie Ramsamy, and the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry lashed out at the Trinidadian Prime Minister for some statements he made about a vaccination program in Guyana. During a recent press conference, Dr. Rowley sought to explain that his country's vaccination program started late because his country was only concerned about getting vaccines which were approved by the World Health Organization. He then pointed out that Guyana's vaccination program got ahead of his country's vaccination program because Guyana went ahead and procured vaccines which were not yet approved by the WHO. The statement then sends Dr. Ramsamy and the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce, although it is factual. In a fiery statement this morning, the government of Trinidad and Tobago said the statements against Dr. Rowley issued by the advisor and the Chamber of Commerce amount to a disgusting slur that is slanderous. The statement said, ironically, the slanderous statement was issued by the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce mere days after the Prime Minister instructed the relevant arms of his government to organize much-needed relief and assistance for Guyana in response to the government of Guyana's request through CARICOM for help with response to the heavy floods. Additionally, the Trinidadian government said the statement by Dr. Ramsamy was disrespectful and potentially damaging, as well as most reprehensible and slanderous. The statement said the comments and statements attempt to associate the Prime Minister with views which he does not hold and which he has never expressed, and it is newsworthy that in his published commentary, Dr. Ramsamy could not offer one single quotation from the Prime Minister to support his false allegations, nor did Dr. Ramsamy offer a shred of evidence to support his misleading claims against the Prime Minister of Trinidad. The Trinidadian government said at no point in time has the Prime Minister of Trinidad ever disparaged the vaccine program in Guyana, nor has he ever implied that the vaccines in use in Guyana are defective or unsafe, and that is extremely unfortunate that the advisor to the Ministry of Health of Guyana would use falsehoods to publicly attack the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, a friendly neighboring country to Guyana.
You see them children playing in the dirty water again?
You know me talk to them this morning, like them don't understand.
Every time it flood, they just want to go in the flood waters. They think this thing is fun. You could get serious diseases in the water. And if an electrical line fall in the water, you could get electrocuted. Little boy, you want to tell you not to play in that water? Come here this minute.
You see the water don't start coming in the house? When you're living in a downstairs, you just got to take precautions.
That is right. You got to make sure there's a pair of long boots for every member of the family. Protect drinking water from contamination. Keep a stock of foods that can't spoil. And have some place to go if your place flood out.
Guyana, our country, our responsibility.
At Sosh Financial, we create strategies for strengthening business and personal finances while helping our clients to build sustainable wealth. Our financial and business consultancy services are uniquely tailored to ensure every client receives quality packages and optimal results. Our financial services include financial reporting and analysis, financial status assessment, internal audits, bookkeeping and records management, financial planning advice, tax returns. Our business advisory services are related to business plans, business startups, operational improvement, business management, document preparation, procedures development, efficient marketing. Call or WhatsApp us today for your free consultation on telephone number 592-665-6045. Sosh Financial, strengthening businesses, building wealth.
What's our purpose? Together we rise. For our community, our customer, and our country. Our promises: strengthen our community, reliably connect our customers, innovate for all in our country. Together, we rise.
Guy Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive!
My name is Kian Jabour, and I'm from a new and united Guyana. I'm very pleased to say I just got my first dose of the Sputnik COVID-19 vaccine. I feel extremely good. The vaccine was no pain at all, and I have to encourage everyone to please come out and get it. The COVID pandemic is getting much, much worse in Guyana. It's all of our responsibility to keep each other safe.
Across the region tonight in neighboring Brazil, hundreds of officers are involved in the search for a man accused of killing a family of 4 in Brazil. A helicopter has been deployed in the manhunt for the 33-year-old suspect, who is believed to be hiding in a rural area in the central Guyana state. Police say he killed a man and his 2 sons, aged 15 and 21, in their house in an attempted robbery last week. He's also accused of kidnapping and then killing the man's wife, whose body was found 3 days later. After that, a suspect, who has been identified as Lazaro Barbosa, took another family hostage, the police said. They were released unharmed. He also allegedly set a car ablaze. More than 200 police officers are involved in the manhunt in rural areas located about 100 kilometers from the capital of Brasilia. The Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, has announced that it has welcomed another partner into the fold with the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with the Western Illinois University that will see the American university recognizing qualifications from the regional examination body. It said that under the agreement, which was signed at a virtual ceremony on Thursday, Caribbean students seeking to take advantage of degree programs at the university will benefit from the matching of coursework requirements at the university against CXC syllabus, which will allow for more seamless matriculation. The CXC Associate Degree and the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination qualifications will also be recognized by the Western Illinois University. As such, students can use their CAPE qualifications to fulfill partial credit requirements towards their bachelor's degree, allowing them to complete their degree in less than 4 years. And finally tonight, international news. UK coronavirus infections have risen slightly in the last week, with an estimated 119,000 people, up from 110,000 now positive for the COVID-19 virus. The Office for National Statistics figures up to the 12th of June suggest 1 in every 540 people is infected. The more infectious Delta variant accounts for almost all of the cases, the Public Health England said. There is some regional variation in infection rates, however, and some good news on vaccine efficacy. The Northwest England had the highest proportion of people of any region in England likely to test positive for COVID-19 in the week, the 12th of June, around 1 in 180. Eastern England had the lowest estimate, around 1 in 2,480. The trend is uncertain in Scotland and Northern Ireland, says the ONS, while in Wales, the latest estimate is 1 in 1,500 people infected. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley, encouraging you to stay safe and have a good night.